Welcome to the Howl. I'm Carly Staffa, and in this episode, I sat down with girls varsity gymnasts Gianna Mazzola, Sabrina Nemcek, and Kelsey Ernst to discuss. In this episode, we talked about the MSL East and Conference wins and goals for the rest of the season. Thanks for joining, and we hope you enjoy. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Howl. My name is Carly Staffa, and our producer today is Caroline Staffa. We are excited to have Gianna Mazzola, Sabrina Nemcek, and Kelsey Ernst here in the Dispatch Podcast studio, powered by Jets Pizza. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
So why don't we just start by going around. You're going to say what grade you're in and why you joined Hersey Gymnastics.
Okay, so I'm a junior, and I joined Hersey Gymnastics just because I heard that it was like a much different environment than club, and I just wanted another experience with another team, so yeah.
I'm also a junior, and I joined Hersey Gymnastics because I also wanted to see what another team was like, and Hersey Gymnastics is very more like team-oriented than club. Club is more individual, so it was really awesome to have a really good team.
I'm a sophomore, and I did not do it my freshman year, but I went to a few meets, and I saw that it was such a fun, positive environment, and I was like, I want to do that.
Okay, nice. So congrats on your MSL East win and conference win.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Good job, everyone. If you could just tell me, how does that make you feel? Like, does that make you feel more confident about regionals and state coming up, or do you feel like you have a target on your back, other schools are looking out for you? How does that make you feel?
So like when we were going into conference, like we saw all the schools already, so we kind of knew like what we were getting into, and we knew we had some competition. And then going into conference, we like saw that we made a ton of mistakes that like can obviously be improved for regionals. So like I feel like we do have more confidence going into regionals, but there's definitely like a lot of room to improve for regionals.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, you went in knowing that, like, oh, wait, we can win this, because the schools that we went up against the previous years were a lot better than they are this year. So we kind of knew that we had a really high chance of winning, so we just put too much pressure on ourselves. But after we saw what happened at conference, we're like, okay, we can't just do that again. We have to get back in the gym and work and just be confident in ourselves and get back to regionals.
Mm-hmm. I just think that everyone's going to do great because everyone did so awesome at conference.
Okay, that's good. Was there anything different that you did from last year to get these titles? So I know last year you guys didn't win the conference, but the year before that you did. So is there anything you changed from last year in practice, skills, anything like that you changed this year?
I feel like for the past year, all of us have improved. Sorry. We all have definitely improved since last year.
Yeah, I would say like we definitely improved, and we've all like come closer together as a team. Like we definitely are much louder like when we're cheering, and I feel like when we are louder, schools are almost like scared of us, and like we intimidate other schools. Like when we're not going, it's like pretty quiet, and then when we're going, like everyone's just staring at us because we're so loud. And like I feel like the hype like gets us going and gets us more motivated. Like to do better.
Yeah. Like it's like the teens look at us like, what are you doing? Like, just stop yelling right now.
Yep. All right. So for this one, you guys might all have the same answer. You might all have different answers. But what meet do you feel like was the best for the team, or maybe the best for yourself, and why?
I feel like our best meet as a team was it senior night, you think? Yeah. We scored our highest score there, and we had the best, like, floor competition at senior night, which is pretty amazing. Individually, I felt like I did, like, fine. I wasn't, like, very proud of what I did, but I was also happy with what I did, so it was all good.
And then who were you guys up against that night?
Elk Grove
and Prospect.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Any other meets you guys liked?
I mean, Candy Cane was really fun, like our invite that we had here, but I don't think we did our best there, but it definitely was fun, like as a whole team, and like just like the whole meet was fun.
Yeah.
All right. And then up next you guys have regionals, which is when?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, the 31st, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So everyone go visit them at regionals. Cheer them on.
Student section.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about those as of now? So when was the last time you guys went to state?
Last year.
Okay.
For
so
the first
how are you
time.
feeling about, practicing? Are you doing something different than last year in practice, or?
Well, we go to a different gym now, so like it's weird kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like now we have like an additional coach, and then also like the equipment's different. Like we're not always going on hard landings. Like there's a pit and like that kind of stuff. But when we were here, it was almost like we had a competition like every day because we were using like what we compete on. Like the equipment we use at our gym like to practice to like this year, it's not like what we compete on. But when we were here, we were competing on the same equipment we practiced.
Yeah. So I feel like we have a pretty good shot at like going back to state this year if we really just like stay confident and put our mind to it.
Yeah. Have you been to state before, Kelsey?
Not yet.
Not yet. Are you excited?
Yes.
That's good. All right. And then what is like one specific goal you have for the rest of your season? Because I know it's wrapping up. But like maybe getting a new skill, getting a high score for yourself.
Team beam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to say team beam. Yeah.
So I'll explain team beam. Team beam is basically you have your 5 competitors do routines. So like say if I went on beam first and I made my routine and then Gianna went next and she fell, we would have to start over and all 5 of your teammates have to stick a routine in a row, and if you don't, then you have to start all over again. So it usually takes a really long time, and we haven't done it yet. But that's one of my goals is to complete team.
Okay, that's a good one. And then what's like the first step towards that?
Like I feel like just being confident. Like in a meet, we always go into the meet like kind of nervous, and like I feel like a lot of us, including me, like we base our competition on how our warm-ups went. So if we had a bad warm-up, we go into like the meet, especially on beam, and are like not confident and just shaky.
Yeah, expecting to like do what we did and warm up.
Yeah. So like my goal or like as for our team is to just do team beam at a meet because like our coach always says like staying on the beam wins the meet, and we like even though we have won our meets, we haven't hit a team beam. Like 1 or 2 people have stayed on the beam, not everyone. And like you can definitely see that in our score. Like our score would be much higher if we stayed on the beam. So
100%.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right. So focused warm-ups.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other goals you guys are working towards, or just anyways?
Yeah.
Stick all the passes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about like landing all of our vaults at a competition?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good.
All right. And then are there any teams that you're going up against you see on the schedule? You're like, oh no, I'm worried.
Probably Glenbrook North for sectionals because like right now they're ranked higher than us in our sectional, but like I feel like we can beat them. But
Yeah, team beam.
they
team
are
beam.
they are ranked higher than us right now. So like only one team from each sectional goes to state, and they're in our sectional. So we have to beat them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're in our sectional.
But there aren't 8 sectionals.
Yeah, there are. No, but it's 1 team from each sectional and then 4 at larges.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Anyone else or any teams you might be excited to compete against that you have friends on?
I want to compete against Nutrier,
Yeah.
but that's
don't.
we don't compete.
Oh no.
Unless we make it to state, then yeah, we'll compete against them. But in that case, I hope we don't because they're really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then do you guys have any future plans? It could be planning on where you want to go to college. I know, Sabrina, you said you have some calls.
Yeah, I
Any
had
updates.
So I recently went on a college visit to U of I, and I had breakfast with the coaches, and I walked on the campus, and I met the team and stuff like that. So I'm pretty interested in there, and then I have a couple visits coming up over spring break, and at Pitt, Arkansas, and Mizzou. So, yeah, I'm getting some offers. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's so exciting. All right. And then anyone else, if you have anything you're planning to do with gymnastics or any spring sports you're deciding to do, just to, stay active, any club you're doing?
Gymnastics.
Well, yeah.
Gymnastics.
I'm not doing spring sport because of gymnastics. After high school season, then we all have club season right after.
Okay.
So
That usually goes into
it goes
May,
to
May or June, depending on what level you are. So
I did not know that.
yeah.
That is cool.
So yeah.
You're really excited about that.
And then, Kelsey, are you planning on doing gymnastics after the season?
Yes, going back to club.
Okay, nice. Do you guys prefer high school or club?
Personally, I prefer. I mean, There's like pros and cons to both of them.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't like compare them though. That's the thing.
They're like
'cause,
two very different.
yeah, club is more individual. Like you just focus on like what you're doing. Then club team is, high school is more team oriented, which I personally like a lot, just because I like getting close with people and just like it's a lot more fun than being by yourself.
Yeah. Like both of the like, I don't know about you guys, but like for me, both of my teams, like high school and club, like I have like so many friends on both teams, like good relationships with the coaches on both of them. So like that's why I like both of them. But like you can't really compare them because they're different.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that like that kind of makes gymnastics different from all the other sports? Because I like those teams are always like so close. They're always cheering for each other. You don't really see that in a lot of other sports. Like you think that makes a difference.
Yeah, like when like we go to a meet, like we're always cheering for like someone on Prospect or someone on Palatine. We're like when you go to another sport, they like hate the other team.
Yeah.
Like, we're like we're cheering them on.
See, we don't hate the other team. We're like, because we have friends on those teams, so we don't want to boo them. We don't want to like not support them. Like we want to be there for them. And I know I'm really close with my team, as you said, Gianna.
Yeah,
she is too. But most of my teammates go to the schools we compete against, so it's just like important for me to cheer them on and go to their meets, and just cause like I feel like I'm a good like pep talker for them, so I like to help them out.
Yeah, kind of speaking of that, like right before you guys go on events, how are you feeling? You feeling nervous, excited?
I definitely would say like nervous. Like we all sit like in a circle and like just one after another, we're all just like we're gonna throw up. Like I'm gonna throw up. Like that's just the thought going on in our head.
Maybe we should stop that, because when we do that, I don't think it's very good for us to go on a team.
Yeah,
it's another
we
goal.
just start doing that. What is it? We are going 5 for 5.
Oh yeah. So like we started this new chant before vault because we like have not been landing. Like not everyone has been landing our vaults. So before a meet, I was talking to one of my teammates, and I was like, "We're gonna go 5 for 5 on vault." And then she repeated me. And then after we did the competition, like we went 5 for 5 on vault. So now we made it like a ritual to say that before
but
vault.
then we did it
meet.
before bars, and when every one of us fell on.
Yeah, we
Just
did it
vault.
before. So just vault.
So just vault. Maybe beam.
Yeah.
We didn't do for beam,
No.
and half of us fell on beam. So maybe I bring that back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or just stop with the superstitions, because those really get
Yeah,
to
we
us.
have a lot
We
of
have
superstitions on our
yeah.
team.
many. Mine are weird, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot different too, because like the other teams are cheering for you too, but it's also like the sport is so hard that you're just like, I hope I can do this one thing, and I hope everyone else can get theirs.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like that's the vibe.
Yeah.
All right, and then last, you guys just have any shout outs, any teammates, any coaches, anyone?
Shout out to Brad for getting us a phone stand.
Yeah. Shout out to Brad.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Grace's little mini mics when we do our vlogs at practice.
Oh yeah, you guys
Those
have
are
a good Instagram, I would say.
Oh god.
That's
Yeah.
thanks to our seniors.
That's like Jess and
and
Jess and Jenna.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
They
Grace.
do good
And
almost
Jane.
meet that. Oh, Jane posts on it? I didn't know. Oopsies.
I'm gonna pass it down to you guys next year.
Yeah. Next year.
Next year.
Yep. All right. Anyone else to shout out? Anything else to say?
Shout out to Barrett.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
our head
Oh, yeah.
coach.
Yeah, shout out to Barrett. We love Barrett so much. She's a good coach.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks to Gianna Mazzola, Sabrina Nemcek, and Kelsey Ernst, and thanks to our viewers for tuning in. Also, another thanks to our sponsor, Jets Pizza, right over there on Rand Road. Raj is our guy over there, so thanks to him for continuing to take care of us. That will do it for this episode. I'm Carly Staffa, and on behalf of Caroline Staffa, thanks again, and see you on the next episode.